Alright guys, welcome back to our n8n series, and I'm so excited to have you back on this space. Yeah, today we're going to be doing something very different. We're working on our 11 projects, but we're going to be using the two screen you're seeing right now. I've cascaded my screens too. I happen to have my OpenAI screen and also my n8n screen, right? So why am I doing this is because I want to walk you through prompt engineering, why you build a workflow, right? So for you to do this, you need to create your prompt, structure your prompt to have the step to build your workflow, have your JSON file coming in. What you just need to do is to modify them in n8n. So let's quickly start on this project, right? All right, so let me give a structure prompt. I want to build a calendar support that I can connect to my calendar and create event to be sent to my Google Sheet, right? At the end of the workflow on n8n. So let's use this structured prompt and see our response, right? All right, so this is coming up right now. All right, got it. You want n8n workflow that connects to your calendar, create event and everything. So this is coming up right now. All right, so we haven't, the response is coming up right now. All right. All right. So am I really satisfied with this? Then I'll ask myself if I'm satisfied with this. Okay, my network is lagging a bit. All right. All right. So I have this coming right now. All right. So I have something in mind, right? So I can tell it to um use chat trigger, comma. So agent AI, open AI. Um, the next thing we use let's use um AI code, the if node, and the Google Calendar. Give me the workflow step by steps and the needed codes, needed JSON plus Java. All right, let's do this. So perfect. A complete code production ready for n8n is coming in right now. So what we're going to be doing right now is you can see the workflow on how it is, right? This is the workflow right now. Chat trigger. So the chat trigger. So we have the AI agent for the OpenAI. We have the AI code. We have the AI if the if node coming also. So to start with, we need to create the chat trigger first. So let's have our chat trigger coming. Chat trigger, right? So this is the chat trigger right now. So having the chat trigger, this is the parameters of the chat trigger. We can just go back to canvas, right? So we're going back to canvas right now. All right, so you can see the structured prompt that is going to be coming inside our n8n at the end of the day. Schedule a meeting tomorrow at 3 p.m. for 1 hour with John, right? So this is good. All right, so let's look at what we're going to add next is the AI agent. Wow. So let's add the AI agent, right? So I have agent coming up here. So I'll add the AI agent, right? All right, so this is the parameters of the AI agent. You can see the message section for the user's message, and also we can at the end of the day add a system message. But right now let's go back to canvas and do a zoom to fit, right? All right, so this is done. So let's look at the next thing we're going to be working with. So these are the models that are supported on n8n right now. GPT-4, GPT-4.0, GPT 3.5, or any of your choice, right? So I have the system prompt coming up right now for us to use. So this is a structured system prompt for us to use. You are a calendar assistant. From the user's message, extract calendar event details and response only in valid JSON, right? So this is the structured system prompt, right? So we'll copy this right now. Then we'll open up the parameters of the AI agent. Then we'll come to the add option. We have the system message, right? So we just do a control A and a control V here to paste our message. So this is a message now for the system message that is going to take from the user's message above here to give an output in JSON, right? So we'll go back to canvas. Let's do a zoom to fit also. So we can keep checking on the next step to take. For the user's message is going to be whatever we use in the chat, right? When it's triggered, right? So this is the expected output, right? So for the AI code nodes right now, this is the JavaScript to use, right? So but before we go there, we'll add the OpenAI to this. I'm going to be using the OpenAI chat model, right? So I already have my credentials connected to it. So if you don't have your credentials, you can get your credentials from the Open AI platform, right? So do I need to go that route? All right, let me go that route, right? Let's do Open AI API, right? Let me just walk you through what you need to do. This is the API platform, right? So where you can get your um the API to use, right? So you can see it's coming up right now. It's coming up right now. So we can get our API from this platform, right? So my network is not actually very fast enough. So what we'll do right now is we have the OpenAI. We can do a start building. Okay, if the start building goes, then we can now create our API, right? All right, let's wait for it to come. All right, so we have the platform OpenAI .com docs overview coming up right now. So my network is actually not too strong, but yeah. So we have the docs coming out right now that we can actually get to have this. So let's click on this and let's come back down to. I think we should have something called API key down here. All right, so this is API. So up here we have API, we have personal. So this is personal. So we can come to build a workflow to get our API, right? So let's go here and see if we can get the API coming up right now. So let's go back to dashboard. So on dashboard right now, okay, signing in, right? All right, you know I'm working from, all right, signing in, right? So from up here, I think we should be able to get what we want right now. So let's check. Okay, we can check and come to API keys. API keys, right? So let's go to API keys. So you can create a new secret key. So I have a key already I'm going to be using on n8n. So you can create a key. When you create a key, you copy the key, right? So after creating the key, you copy the key, go back to n8n, open your credentials up and see how you paste the API key here. So my key is working right now. So that's why I'm going to be going back to what we're building right now. So the next thing we'll do is to add a memory, right? So the memory is going to be a simple memory, right? All right. So this we're not going to work on the parameters. We'll go back to canvas right now. So we'll add the next one we're going to add according to the workflow is the AI code node, right? So let's add AI code, or let's type code, right? Okay, so we have the code tools, right? Write a tool in JS or Python, right? So we have this right now. So the next thing we'll do is let's work on the let's try and copy this up. So we'll copy this up right now. That's the JavaScript given to us for the step 3. Look at it. Step 3 AI code node, right? So we'll do this and paste this here. This is how you can use prompt engineering to build anything. You mustn't know how to write code, you mustn't know how to deal with codes. Just have a structured prompt around your ChatGPT, Claude AI, Gemini, and you're going to be having your JavaScript, your Python script, any of the codes you're thinking about, you have it. All right, we'll go back to Canvas right now. All right, so the next one we are having right is let's look at the next thing. So this is the output we're expected. So the fourth is to add the if node, right? So we'll add the if node right now. Let's do a zoom to fit. All right, so okay, let me copy this up and let's drag this. Yeah, so let's have the next thing right now, which is going to be the if node. So we have the if node coming on. So add the if node. So what is it telling us to do right now? It's just a direct one, right? So we'll add the if node to it right now. Go back to Canvas. All right, let's do a zoom to fit, right? All right, so this is done for the zoom to fit. So what we'll do right now is let's go up and see. All right, so the calendar is what we'll add next right now to the if node, right? So I'll drag this if node a bit. So if this is true, let's add the calendar, right? Calendar. All right, let me drag this also so that we can have multiple space to use. All right, so let's add the if. All right, so the calendar, right? Calendar, right? So I have my Google Calendar coming up right now. So I'll use create event. So let's work on the parameters, right? So I have my credentials connected to the calendar already. So there's a video we make already on how to, create your client ID, your client secret on Google Cloud Console to get your credentials. So you can watch the video and get your credentials connected to your n8n. So we'll select from my email right now. Then we'll go back to Canvas. So I think we should be good right now. All right, so let's bring this up so that we have everything showing right now. So let's bring this up and let's try to, okay, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. All right, so let's try to execute this workflow right now. So let's open up a chat and let's do, okay, so we have a structured prompt already for the beginning, which we said, okay, scheduled. Let's copy this as exactly. We have what we want to do in mind, but we just want to have the accuracy. So let's press this right now, and let's enter this right now. So you can see the OpenAI is loading up. You can see the memory is working, pacing on the code. So we're expecting the code to respond. So everything is responding. So the calendar is creating the event. So wow, so we have an output already. So which shows that the workflow is working. So what we do right now is to see, okay, I can hear my phone sounding right now to receive an event also. I'll open up this properly, right? So I'll open up this properly. So the output I'm expected to see is going to be, let's go down and see. Okay, so this is the output from the calendar, right? So the calendar will just have an event create on my calendar for me, on my Google Calendar. So this is that about using um, ChatGPT to create a structured prompt around your workflow. So let me open up this properly and let me do a zoom to fit. So let's try to check the log section. Let's check the log section. This is a step-by-step approach. Let's check the log section, right? So for the log section, you can see I have, let's drag this a bit. I have the input, right? So which says schedule a meeting tomorrow at 3 p.m. for 1 hour with John. So I have the agent AI coming. I have the if node working. I have the create calendar also working. Let's look at the create calendar right now. So you can see that we have an output on the calendar. So which is for the start date, which is tomorrow, which is 26 01, right? 08, right? That's tomorrow, right? Okay, that's today, right? All right, so also the same date also coming in. So everything is true and perfect. So this is how you can use this to connect to your company website, and people can come there, chat you up with this, and events are going to be created automatically. So that is all about this workflow, and congratulations for joining us to build this workflow. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share with family and friends, and we hope to see you in our next workflow, right? All right, so we can just rename this workflow to be um, calendar assistance, right? Calendar assistant, right? Always name your workflows. All right, calendar assistant, right? With OpenAI, right? So this is saved like that. So thank you very much for being with us. I hope to see you in our next video. Right? Thank you very much. All right. Thank you.